And across the next hour, we'll bring you the top stories from across the country and the world. Starting off the bulletin with some breaking news that's coming in. After Congress leader Rahul Gandhi slammed centre in UK Parliament, now BJP has launched an all-out attack on the Congress leader, reminding him about the 1975 emergency that was imposed by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, who is also the grandmother of Rahul Gandhi. Law Minister Kiren Rijiju said, and I quote, "In India, democracy cannot be overthrown. There was an attempt in 1975 when an emergency was enforced, but the constitution prevailed again." Let's listen into what Kiren Rijiju said.
In India, democracy cannot be overthrown because Indians are inherently democratic. There was one attempt in 1975 when the emergency was imposed, but people of India resisted fiercely. And rule of law, the constitutional law prevailed again. Our government has tried from the day one to ensure that all those unreached people are reached. All those left out people are connected. Every part of our country, every citizen is a beneficiary of every welfare step taken by the government of India.
Crossing over to our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh on the story. Pallavi, so after Rahul's continuous attacks on Indian democracy, now Law Minister Kiren Rijiju has said that Indian democracy cannot be overthrown. In fact, there was an attempt in 1975 when emergency was imposed by Indira Gandhi.
On a predictable response, I would certainly say coming in from the BJP, because that's exactly what the BJP has been hitting out at Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party at, that you may be spending all your time in attacking this government and accusing it of it being fascist and autocratic. But in the name of freedom of expression, you cannot make unsubstantiated allegations. The Congress only needs to step back in history at 1977 when those emergency days were taking place where civil liberties of the people were snatched away. It's of course going to be a war of words, and I think it's just going to escalate as we move closer and closer to the Lok Sabha elections of 2024. And Rahul Gandhi has always maintained this line. I mean, in fact, if you listen to all his speeches at the public events in UK, he's consistently made the point and showing pictures also to show that every time the opposition parties want to make a point, either their mics are switched off, cameras are turned away, or there are allegations made against them. ED, CBI are misused to attack them. So, this is going to be, I think, the main pitch of the opposition. A new India, a free India, that's going to be the electoral slogan of the opposition parties, particularly the Congress.
Pallavi, also Rahul Gandhi has now defended his remarks that he has made on democracy in India by saying that he is speaking about the issues in India on foreign soil because he is not allowed to do so in India itself.
Well, that's not cutting much ice with the BJP. According to the BJP, well, you make the same point here also. I mean, you had the Bharat Jodo Yatra also on the issue that, we're not allowed to communicate with the people, and we're going to use this opportunity to crisscross the country to communicate with the people directly, to reassure them. And of course, there are other platforms. I mean, press conferences are regularly held by Rahul Gandhi. Opposition meetings are held. Parliament, they are allowed to speak. And Rahul Gandhi did speak on the motion of thanks to the president's speech, so on and so forth. So as far as the BJP is concerned is that, you have a right to criticize the government, but do it when you're over here in India, not when you're abroad, when, our opponents across the border are going to be getting emboldened by those allegations which are making against us on an international platform.
But Pallavi, Rahul has said that they want to raise these issues in the parliament, in the house, and in fact they have mics also, but he's saying that they're not allowed to speak in the parliament. They're silenced. They cannot speak on the mics, although they have those options available, but they cannot speak. They're not allowed to raise questions on the government's policies.
But that's been the pitch of the BJP, really. I mean, of the Congress party always. I mean, I remember when Rahul Gandhi was speaking recently at the motion of thanks, there too he made the point that, you have to let us speak. You don't show us, and the cameras are never focused on the opposition benches. You don't give us an opportunity to speak. every institution is compromised, and Kiran Rijiju does make a reference to that when he says that Indian constitution has enshrined a balance of power. If any one of those pillars of democracy gets autocratic, then there's the other one always to kind of balance it out. So for the BJP, these are allegations which just cannot be accepted.
All right, Pallavi, please stay with us. Let's listen into Rahul Gandhi, what he said in UK.
I think democracy in India is a global public good. India is big enough where if democracy is weakened in India, democracy is weakened on the planet. So I think it's very important that when you think about what is happening in India, you also keep in mind that India is a democracy 3 times the size of the United States, 3 times the size of Europe. And if this democracy crumbles, it will be a huge setback for democracy on the planet. Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
देश होली का त्योहार मना रहा है। राहुल गांधी जी विदेश यात्रा पर हैं। कोई त्योहार हो तो देश में नहीं विदेश में पाए जाते हैं, और विदेशी दोस्त हों, विदेशी एजेंसियां हो या विदेशी जमी हो, देश पर प्रहार करने से कहीं बाज नहीं आते। ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि वो भारत को बदनाम करने में कहीं पीछे नहीं रह रहे। भ्रम फैलाना, झूठ बोलना, देश के बारे में देखिए आज दुनिया क्या कहती है। यहाँ पे इटली की प्रधानमंत्री आई तो उन्होंने आके कहा मोदी जी की विश्वसनीयता, उनकी लोकप्रियता दुनिया भर में बढ़ रही है, उनकी मांग बढ़ रही है। मोदी जी मेजर